Hi guys, Jay here from Notion Family. Just wanted to run you through the homeschooling template. Some of you may have seen the trailer or heard about it and you kind of want to know more. And so I'm just going to take you through it so that you've got a bit more of an idea of all the things that you can do. It basically comes with 7 databases, which I store right down the bottom here. You've got lessons, subjects, the people involved, student work, resources, a tasks area, and also an issues log in case you want to share that with me. If you're having lots of problems or issues and you want to ask questions, then you can easily do that. So let's go back up to the top. This is the main homepage. Where you just get a view of everything, and then you can go into each dashboard. You can also go into each student and see exactly what you need to do, or each teacher, and see what's happening for the week. So let's go through your lessons. Lessons can be set up in a timetable that is easy for you and flexible. So you can set your lessons up like this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I show you how to do this. You can also just set it up by date. Some people like to run their homeschooling and it changes really frequently, and so they set actual dates of the lessons. So that's really easy to do as well, and you can just look at it in a different way. So if you actually open up on the Monday, it gives you a choice to add lessons. You can sort these by time slots. Depends how you run your homeschooling, and there's a whole bunch of instructions that you can look at to do that. So you would add in lessons here and be able to see them. You can also add very specific times in for lessons and different Zoom calls that you've got, and you can track them here. So when you add in a lesson, you're going to be able to plan that lesson if you want to. So there's a whole bunch of information you can add about it. That way you can track the subject and you can track the students. And also you can plan the lesson. So if you want to add a quiz into a lesson, or you want to make sure some work gets done, or you want to give them some instructions for that lesson for that week or that day, then you can add that in here. So the student can come into their own timetable and look at any instructions that you've given them, any resources that you've personally uploaded. And the students can put their work in here, or you can add work in you want them to do. There's a notes section and a quiz section as well, and then a few other areas where they can just search for different things that they need them. So they have all the information in one spot. So you can also track things by subject. So you may want to go into the subject section and have a look at a student's subjects, or you may want to go into just the subjects themselves and have a really good look at what's happening in that subject, when the lessons are happening, what submitted work has been done, and all the different notes and things that are happening for that, any resources for that subject, grades and quizzes, so that you can easily grade things and easily look back on stuff. And also you can have a really good look at what work is due for this subject. So students get their own pages and teachers as well. So you can go into the students on this page, or you can go into the teachers here. You can also add in external teachers. So you might have a music teacher that you want to be able to add into the timetable and tag for the resources and things. So you can easily add them in as well. You can go in and everybody can just look at their own page. So if we go into the first student here, this is what their individual page will look like. And it's set up so that they can do things here privately. They can also see their timetable and just everything that they're doing, and again there's a choice of just looking at the date. Depending on how you work, they can see all their submitted work and anything they're working on. They can see their resources, and they can also see their grades once they've been done if you choose to let them. One of the cute little things that I do on the students page is I just give them a little private area. They can put in any correspondence from teachers, they can put in any private study notes that they want to add. They can simply click here and just add a new note. And they also have a little dreaming page, which they may choose or not choose to use every year. And it basically just asks them questions to help them sort of know where they're going to go for support when things get hard, who can they trust, who are they having problems with, help them really just reflect on the coming year. And then they get to add a new year and get to see, have my thoughts changed? Do I want to be somewhere else in 5 years' time? So it just lets them look at their strengths and all the things that are happening for them. And so they can choose to use this or not. It's not private, so they may choose not to use it, but it's a good little thing here for them to use if they choose to. Teachers also get their own page, so you can go in and have a look. It looks a little bit different to students. They get their own private area as well, and they'll be able to see all the different students here. They'll have links and timetables and all the different students' work and any resources and grades, and you can change this around to see exactly what you want. Now, students can add work and they can do all sorts of things when they add in their work. Firstly, they can submit their work so that it's for grading, and you'll be able to come here and see all the work that needs to be graded. And they can also just have work that doesn't need to be graded. And it's all here for you so that you can do your grading. And when students submit their work, they're probably going to go into either their own page or they're going to go into a lesson that they're already doing something on, and they're going to come down and they're going to submit some work. And there's lots of different ways and things that they can do work. So there's a lot of options. They can just add completed work in, they can do some assignment planning, and I'll go through all of these. They can do note taking, or you might want them to take notes and also do a quiz, and you can add that in yourself. Or you may have a quiz that you want them to do this week and you're going to be able to add that in and put the link or upload it to here. The students can add in their resources, and that is attached to each subject and each person. So it'll be on their own page and also in each subject, as well as just being able to search for it here and look at what you've done recently. And you will be able to grade the work. So you can come in here and see all the grades at the end of the semester or at the end of the year and see exactly all the student listed here, and I show you how to set all that up, and you'll be able to go into the student and see all their subjects that have all been listed, and I show you how to set up all their subjects, and so you won't ever lose track of what scores people got. Now I give you a really thorough help section, so you get instructions to set up, and that is in the normal setup section, but you also get a huge help file section where you've got students who can look at particular videos, and these are all aimed at the students. Then you also have the parents area, so setting up the template, setting it up for future years because you'll have to make a few changes and set filters for the right things, and then just how to set up and start to use the template. So lots of instructions. This is also on the students page as well as the teachers page as well as the home page. And here is your issues log. So the issues log is really for the first few people that are going to be using it, maybe the first 20 odd people. So you may have this or you may not. You can always email me anyway if you have an issue, problem. We do some unique editing, and I do some work to custom build things for people, so you can have something custom built, but if there's an issue, then you can just log it in here and share this page with me, and it gives you instructions on how to do that. And so this is just a good way if you're having some issues and have some questions. Basically, all these databases are interconnected so that you can track things through the subject, you can track things by people or teachers, and you can track things by their lesson or any work that they've submitted. So it's really easy to use, but it's also quite interconnected so that you can't lose track of things. Now, to help you get organized and keep organized, I also have included a little task list in here, and so you can assign tasks to yourself or to other people, and you can assign a date. That way, if you've got something that you want your students to be doing by the end of the week, then you can set them a little task to do that. It'll pop up on their own personal page as the task that needs to be done this week. So that's just a really good way to keep organized and keep communicating between everybody. You can also add some of your own databases on here if you want to. I've had people that want to add a grocery list on here, so you can add your own family's grocery list here so people can just add things. And so it's a really good option because the students are using this all the time to communicate with them and then with you. So I hope you like the template and that you find it useful. Please leave feedback or comments on the other things that you might do to improve it. And I hope that you download it. Cheers, guys.